new function in Excel called switch function. And officially and formally, it's not a lookup function, but it is similar to choose function, and in some cases could be used an alternative for VLOOKUP function. If you go to the formulas tab up in the ribbon, and if you go to lookup and reference, you'll see all the reference functions. You won't be seeing a choose function or switch function here. It's not there. But you will see that switch function in logical functions. Here it is. It's a logical function. And as I suggested, it's a logical function here. And as we slide over, it says evaluates an expression against a list of values and returns the result corresponding to the first matching value. If there is no match, an optional default value is returned. Now, this description is pretty impressive, but it doesn't give a rationale of how to use it. But we'll be seeing it in example here. And you might have seen a similar example here where we have been calculating converting these ratings into the numerical scores. We did that pretty good from this rate table that we have. And we used a VLOOKUP function here in order to do it. Remember, the final argument can be zero or false exact match. It's based on an external list. And one of the major differences between switch and VLOOKUP is that we don't need an external list. Now in column G2, we'll be using a switch function in order to build the same formula. If we want to use this, so we will use a switch function here, equal switch expression. Now what is the expression? The expression is my rating in E2, whatever the rating is. I don't know what is rating in E2 is, but whatever the rating is in E2, that is my expression. And comma, what is the value of the rating? So if the value of the rating is excellent, in double quotes as I type in, result one, the answer should be 99. If the rating is very good, answer should be 92. If the rating is good, the answer should, if the rating is satisfactory, the answer should be 78. If the rating is fair, the answer should be 71. If the rating is poor, the answer should be 65. And for everything else, the default rating is 50. And you close the parentheses. And I press enter, I'll get 71, same answers. And I can copy this down to get the same answers. Now we are using the switch function here. We're using a VLOOKUP function here. Now VLOOKUP is pulling value from the external table. If I delete this table, I will not get an answer. I will not get an answer if I delete this data out there. Here we go. It doesn't do any impact on my switch function. Why? Because I've built the table into my function, into my formula. And over here, I have built a table inside of my function. So whenever you're using these functions, switch function, you need to make sure that the table should not be a big table. It needs to be a smaller table. Otherwise, you'll end up doing a lot of typing. And again, choose function, switch function, both of them require a lot of typing here. And as we can see here, and it certainly involves a typing. It's a longer formula, but you can see we are evaluating. That even the writing that you're doing here on this function, it's not so tricky, so complicated because you're building a table inside here. And of course, you can't do it in a table like this, table like this, because again, you will have to enter maybe so many different entries, 700 entries. So whatever, wherever you want to use it, make sure the tables are smaller tables, maybe 5 to 7 entries, less than 10 entries, both in choose function and switch function. And over here, we have some dates here. We are using a choose function. As we have seen it earlier, we have converting these months into the quarters. And I said that, okay, yeah, we can also use choose function in order to convert these months into quarters. And I think I'll say that, okay, choose function is better here. And I also always say that there are a lot of different functions that you can use in order to get the value. We saw that the round function we saw that we use the choose function. Okay, we can also use a choose switch function in order to get an answer here. So we can use a switch function equal switch. But before that, I need a month. So I'll use a month function here first. And it's giving me a correct answer. So month is 12. Now I will add a switch function, along with this. And I'll say switch. Expression will be whatever the month value is. My month value is, comma. If it is 1, I should get 1. If it is 2, I should get 1. If it is 3, I should get 1. If it is 4, I should get 2. 5 to 6 to 7, 3, 8, 3, 9, 3, and 10, 11, 12. For everything else, it should be 4. And I close the parentheses and press enter. I still get the same answer. Here it is. Now, if I have to choose between both these functions, which one to use, I would rather stick to choose function rather than switch function. So you can use a choose or switch function, either one of it, but both of them doesn't require your data to be referred to external data. It includes a lot of typing. You need to be prepared for that, but they are far more easier to explain. They are far more easier to understand and far more easier to use than other functions. And whenever you want to use it on a smaller data. So the switch function, again, like a lookup and reference function, very specific logical function here. Let's take another example here. Now we have some data out there, and we will be converting these GPAs and some people. They have their GPAs. We want to convert these GPAs into letter grade. Whatever their score is, we want to convert them into the letter grade. And we can see here in the example here, we got various GPA scores, and we want to convert them into letter grade based on a simple general idea. If your grade is 3.5, you get A. If it is 3, you get B. If it is 2, you get C. 2.5 and so on, 1.5 and so on. So, and a simple formula could be here using switch. Now, before we do that, we will simply, and I've already used a function here for an example, but let's put it again. So first thing we want to do is we want to add zero point 0.5 to all these numbers because we have a 0.5 difference. So I'm going to add 0.5, R2 plus 0.5. Now we have added 0.5 to each one of these and then take out the integer value. You know that these are this on a number line. These are integer and decimal portions. So we need an integer. So in order to use an integer, we can use an integer function, and I can say integer. And over here, I need an integer of this. So it will simply pick take the integer value and drop off the decimal portion. And I'm going to do this for all of them. So now I have only those letter grades. 3.7 will automatically become 4. Will be 4, 3, 1, 3. So, and here we go. Now we want to convert these into the letter grade. So we will be taking the calculations here. And now we are saying if the calculations equal 4, so switch, I'll be using a switch function. If this calculation over here is equal to 4, you get A. If it is 3, you get B. If it is 2, you get C. For everything else, you get D. Okay, you also have D, then you will also have fail also. So for 2 for C, and then you have 1 for D, and then for everything else you have fail. You may have below zero point 0.5 as well. And we get an answer, press enter, and there is something wrong. Let's see. D. Okay, this is the default value. So, okay, let's me remove 1 from here. Here we go. And we copy this down. Here it is. 0.1 fail. Up till 0.5, everything is fail. 0.3 fail. 2.3 means C. 2.3 C. 2.5 it will start B. So 3 means B. We are converting all those letter grade GPAs into these letter grades pretty easily. Here we go. And we see that what's happening. And we see fail because it is outside of this list. So we see that. So the switch function again, like a lookup and reference function, although it's specifically a logical function, it has its uses as we see in a couple of examples here.